Hello friends, welcome to Book Vibes. Today I am going to share my thoughts on a spiritual masterpiece. The book is simple yet very profound. When I read this book for the first time, I was so impressed by the book that I bought few other books on Toltec wisdom written by the same author. Now I feel glad that I have read this book. After reading this book, you will also consider yourself fortunate. This is my claim. It's a big claim indeed. Yes, I'm talking about this book, The Four Agreements, a Toltec wisdom book by Don Miguel Ruiz. This book makes a significant mark in the modern day spiritual evolution. Here, I would love to show you the four agreements briefly, hoping that if you find them interesting and relevant to the course of your life, you will go on reading full text of the book. You will never be disappointed. First thing we must know before reading this book, what is Toltec wisdom? Thousands of years ago, the Toltec were known throughout southern Mexico as women and men of knowledge. The anthropologists have spoken of the Toltec as a nation or a race, but in fact the Toltec were scientists and artists who formed a society to explore and conserve the spiritual knowledge and practices of the ancient ones. The masters of the Toltec were known as Naguals, and our author Don Miguel Ruiz is one of those renowned masters. We are certainly graced by his lifelong effort of spreading ancient wisdom in the modern world. The next thing, prior to discussing four agreements, we must understand their foundation. The Toltec believe everything is God. Everyone is pure light. But unfortunately, we don't see godly qualities in each other. We don't see light in us because there is a smoke before the mirror, smoky mirror. The smoky mirror doesn't allow us to see clear image of ourselves as well as of others. Now, what causes this smoke? Don Miguel Ruiz explains it as domestication of humanity. Let us see what he means by this. The domestication process starts from the beginning of our birth, when we are entirely dependent on our parents. They keep providing us endless information. We are taught what is good and what is bad, what is right for us and what is wrong, what is beautiful and what is ugly. We are told what our religion is and what is our caste. We are given reward for our success and punishment for failure. We constantly try to follow their instruction, seeking their approval. We want to become what they wish us to be instead of becoming what we are. Since we are too young to oppose, we make agreement with whatever our parents and relatives have said, whatever our teachers and all sorts of authority figures have said. Such agreements become so sticky that after becoming adults, sometimes even unwillingly, we tend to follow them. Ruiz says, though it is very difficult, still we have to make a conscious choice. We have to break 1,000 such agreements if we want to be happy and peaceful. There are only four agreements we have to make which will help us to break those agreements that come from fear and deplete our energy. Now let's talk about these agreements one by one. The first of the four agreements is be impeccable with word. Word is a very powerful tool for us as human beings. It is the gift of God, but it can function in two opposite ways. with the word that's spoken out of love, we can create heaven upon earth. But the word spoken out of fear can destroy the world around us. Therefore, we must be careful in choosing right word for the right occasion. Otherwise, we will lose the vital energy of words. We must speak the word that is true, pure, and authentic to ourselves and also to others. The second agreement is, don't take anything personally. Though we all live in the same world, our minds are not exactly similar to one another. Our mental worlds are different. Our dreams and aspirations are different. We all make agreements with different sorts of belief system. Therefore, what we believe right may be wrong to others. What we think true may be false to others. Let's take an example. Suppose someone insults us on something. It is purely because of his belief, and this belief leads him to poison our mind. If taking this matter personally, we react to his insult, it will simply mean that rather than making agreement to our own belief system, we make agreement with his belief, letting him poison our mind. Yes, it is very difficult not to take anything personally, but if we make it a habit, our peace of mind will never be interrupted. The third agreement is, don't make assumptions. Assumptions are not real, but we often think of them real. Our problem is that we only see what we want to see. We only hear what we want to hear. When we fail to perceive anything, we assume. Our biggest assumption is, everyone sees life the way we do. Everyone thinks the way we think. Everyone feels the way we feel, and everyone judges things like the way we do. We make such assumptions because of the lack of real knowledge or understanding. The author says that we must build enough courage to ask questions at any situation and about anything so that a clear perception can be developed. The fourth and the final agreement is, always do your best. In any circumstances, we must always do our best. No more or no less than the best. This is significant. Sometimes expecting reward or recognition, we do more than our best. That is wrong. Just like doing anything less than the best of our ability is also wrong. One thing we must remember, that the best is never going to be the same from one moment to the next. Everything is alive and changing all the time. So our best will sometimes be high quality and other time it will not be as good. When we are well, our best will be different from when we are not well. We shouldn't force ourselves. We must accept this fact by heart and try to do our best at whatever situation we are in. Friends, these are 4 agreements which we can follow to break thousands of agreements we made in the past, the agreements that restrict us to express our true selves. Hope throughout the video I have been clear to you. Please do share your views and opinions on the comment box below. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.